Wow, I got hired to fix cracks all over this crack house. Not that kind of crack house. It just had cracks everywhere in the walls and on the inside angles. And that was due to settling of the foundation, which they've resolved. And I'm going to show you how I fixed that next. So what we got is this ugly crack all the way up and down this inside angle. This one was caused by settling. This is a modular home. They poured the foundation when it was wet. They didn't do it right. Well, they've now came back and fixed it. But since that, or before that, they came in and they tried to caulk it and it re-cracked. Well, we're going to show you how to fix that the right way. So because this is actually cracked and sticking out, we actually have to clean that up. We can't just caulk right over it. We are just going to caulk it, but first thing we want to do is cut out down both sides and just try and cut out to the cracked part and no further. So, and I'm going to cut straight across here and come down this side. And make sure you have a nice sharp utility knife. Then just take your putty knife. Now it's ready for caulking. Okay, if you get a really deep one like we got right up here, that may take 2 coats of the caulking. So I'm going to show you. For caulking, what I like to do is put the label straight up, cut a 45. That way if it rotates, you always know how to realign it. I'm using this fast dry latex caulk with silicone, not pure silicone. We got to lay in quite a bit on this one, so we're trying to kind of round it out a little bit and fill it in. So use a wet cloth, wet your finger, and just go down through here. Try and do it so you guys can see what I'm doing. Now I'm just going to wipe off the excess on this tape. And then what you can do to round this out and smooth it out better when you got to do that heavy fill is take your wet cloth and make it into a ball. Okay, so once you smooth that out, wipe it until you get it to where you want, and that's going to be good enough for paint. And once you paint that, it's going to look pretty good, guys. Hey, let me show you another way that works pretty good for smoothing out that caulking bead, and a lot of you will like this. Okay, so we'll run a bead of caulk right up through here, and that should be a decent little bead. And then we'll see about smoothing this out. Now, when I do this with my finger, I wet it, so I'm going to wet this thing and start it out that way. Now the angle you hold it determines how much it wipes off, so we'll go a little steeper. Okay, I actually didn't put enough caulking in there for this thing, so let's put a little more. And do that again. So I finished off that little spot there with my finger because it didn't have quite enough, but overall I'd say that actually works. So if you struggle with caulking, can't get a nice bead, try one of these. I'll put a link to it in the description. And hey, you can see everything came out nicely. Now, hey, if you're into short and sweet drywall training videos, check out my 3-minute drywall school coming really soon. I'm already editing videos. We'll be launching those soon. If you like things like woodworking, automotive, and general vlogging, check out my other new channel called That Kilted Guy Creates. Links to all of these in the description.